All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, before we dive to this lesson, giving no honor, no glory, no praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Dabba is a great minister, other apostle, teacher, and well. Peace, salutations to those for elect, the scattered abroad, like the other nations. Shalom, Shalom. And Shalom to Sarah Aquathian, that's out there representing husbands, being a pillar of rest, doing the best that they can. Shalom, Shalom. So today's lesson is basically continue on, and the Lord set up his prophets to give warning, part 2. And this is not going to be very long. It's just, going back, laying back it off again and just adding a precept to it. Because, once again, you jakes need to understand the Lord got his prophets on the highways and byways crying in the cheap places of concourse, and if you don't take heed to the warning, then that warning is going to become soon a danger. And once that danger becomes there, there's nothing you can do, okay? Because the warning lights have been flashing, been making this sound for a long time, okay? The warning lights been making their sound for a long time. So if you do not take heed to the warning now, that warning is soon going to be a danger. And you got to take heed, because when we are out there on the highways and byways, you got to be wanting to seek the Lord, man. Okay, this is 2 Chronicles 15. Okay, 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 30. No, it's first in verse 13. I know it's in there somewhere. Oh, wait, it's 2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So how can you seek the Lord? Hey, you got the Lord set up his prophets on the highways and byways. 2, the Lord wants you to seek out of the scriptures, man. Okay, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, and it shall not fail you, man. Okay. Because once again, the prophets are those voice boxes, man. Okay, you can't gainsay that, man. You cannot gainsay against that, because hey, if you try to basically go against the grain and be like, nah, man, I can't get down with that, then you just putting yourself and jeopardizing yourself. Let me read this. Okay, but once again, if you're not seeking the Lord, hey, you're going to get put to death, man. Okay? Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, and you shall live, man. Because when you seeking the Lord, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? You go into the book of Isaiah 33. This is, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure, right? So the fear of the Lord is his treasure, okay? The fear of the Lord is his treasure, okay? And that's how you took the message that the Lord sent unto you via through the prophets seriously, man. Because if you're not taking the message seriously, then hey, you're going to be caught out there. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. That's why you got a lot of jakes that want to be leaning on their own understanding, want to do their own thing, until when they get caught doing their own thing and they not doing it right, they get fucked up out here, man. Okay? They get jacked up out here. That's why we got to wait upon the Lord. That's why we got to fear the Lord, because the Lord is in control of all things. Okay? All right? So that's it on that. And I was going to get this precept. I was going to sign on off. Like I said, this wasn't going to be a very long lesson. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. Okay? And it says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto his wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So when you have the fear of the Lord, you will increase in knowledge. That's why I said knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. But if you're a fool, you're going to despise instruction and wisdom. Okay. Meaning you going to see the prophets on the highways and byways be like, y'all don't got nothing for me. Y'all don't got nothing special going on for me. I ain't going to believe what y'all talking about. Jake. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and change about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not, If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not in thou not walk my son, walk thou in the way of my son, walk not thou in the way of, with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of the bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So that are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which take away the life of the owners thereof. Now, verse 20 is the point I read that, hey, edification within just reading. And it says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Okay. How is the wisdom crying without? How is she uttering her voice in the streets? Hey, via through the prophets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. In the city she uttereth her words, saying. Right, so when it says she crieth in the chief place of concourse, what is that chief place of concourse? The Lord set up his prophets, and with the 100% truth being those of GMS and those that follow the same doctrine within the highways and byways and hedges. Okay? To cry, to do what? To sigh and cry at all the abominations that be done thereof. And it says, in the city she uttered her voice, words saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning? Okay? How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? How long would you like to live in a simplistic life, man? You don't want to think outside the box, okay? You want to just be a simple-minded Babylonian, okay, in captivity, okay? And fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour my spirit unto you, right? So the Lord is pouring his spirit out here on the highways and byways and hedges. You jakes out here just not wanting to take heed, man. And guess what? It's all going to catch up with you, man. Okay? And it says, I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And ye have set at not all my counsel, and will have none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. And when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Right. So the Lord saying, if you don't take my counsel, you don't inquire of my prophets that I set up on the highways and byways, then the Lord said he just going to laugh at your calamity when your fear cometh. Okay, because the Lord gave you a chance. He stretched out his arm unto you. Okay. He gave you a chance of salvation, but you despised it. And it says, which distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They would none of my reproof, none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. So wait, if you seeking the Lord, you doing what the Lord asks you, you inquiring of the warning, okay, to get on the safe side, then hey, the Lord has said right here that you're going to dwell safely, according to the scripture in Psalms 91, okay? Now, you go into Proverbs 8, okay? Proverbs 8 and verse 33, giving another reason to seek the Lord. It says, hear instruction, be wise, and refuse it not. Don't refuse the Lord's instruction, man. Okay? Do not refuse the Lord's instruction, because the Lord's instructions are life itself. Okay? The Lord giving you his name is life within itself, because when you say Yahweh, it's like you breathing, okay? The elder apostles did a lesson on that. It sounds like you breathe in the Lord's name, okay, which that is life, okay? Hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me and watcheth daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whosoever findeth me findeth life. He shall obtain the favor of Yahweh. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. Okay? Point blank period, man. All those that love the Lord, findeth life. And those that don't want to inquire to the Lord, don't want to seek the Lord, take heed to the warning, love death. Okay? So count this been this lesson. Lord willing, is edifying to those that may watch. Give it all honor, no glory, no praise due to Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushai. By Hashem Kakadash. Till next time, to this video. Shalom. Kum Shirala. Bada.